Welcome back to our 5-day free challenge where we will be learning and digging in how we can do this, how we can attract love. Because I know love is something what we all want, but not all can attract. And that's why it's so important to be open for love because we can attract love. I promise we can attract love, but we're not always being opened. Thank you, beautiful. And I will see many amazing comments in the yesterdays. So let's just see what it was yesterday. And yesterday was amazing um chat, and your beautiful comments was so important, and I hope you supported each other and really saying, is that true what you believe? And many of you understood, but actually maybe that's not true what I believe. Maybe man is not, you know, being just like that what we was thinking. So I just want to look one more time in that beautiful comments what we have yesterday, and we was working on how it feels when you believe, when you're being single and you believe no good man in there. That was my one belief. And I see, thank you so much, girls, of write it down your beliefs. What's actually many beliefs that's actually very true. When you are single, some friend, married girls, avoid to invite you to the parties. That's exactly how I felt when I was single, because on the New Year's Eve, I was just like, no, I'm not going anymore. Not will be doing this the same as was on Christmas, seeing all my family members, and my friends looking at me and like really kind of secretly judging, and then one after a couple of drinks, just straight away saying to your face, to my face, oh, you must be not that good person, but nobody wants to live with you. And really was very, very kind of harsh to hear it. But actually, it made me think, is it? I'm the one to say thank you what you said that, because I think that's really rude. But actually that made me think, am I really that not that nice person? And I know I'm not. But it was something in me what was holding me away from love. And another one was very nice, like what you actually were saying, girls. What I believe men choose women easily accessible ones. And that's actually so true. Like true, what we think like that. And yes, man will choose easy accessible woman, but mostly for one night stand. I actually work with many women, and actually they do say, oh, I thought he loved me, I thought he's really into me. And then after that one night stand, he just left. And that's another point where it comes, man afraid to commit. And that's another your girls beliefs, what men afraid to commit. But sometimes they don't want to commit to the person who maybe is not that right for him. He don't really feeling what, no, this is not my person. So maybe it's okay what he don't want to commit. Because if he will commit and then, he will give it all himself and you will give it all yourself, and then find out what actually nobody really was feeling 100% happy because maybe you rushed into it and all that. So sometimes maybe we need to wait till we will see, is this person really committing? But actually, the man really will commit if they really want to commit. That's kind of two different stories. One man wants to commit, another part where we would like what they commit, and that was another kind of part. No, men don't be afraid to commit. And actually, more I work with men, I understand, but they actually don't want to be lonely. They actually don't want to be single because, men is like small babies, like they are like kids, like children, and they actually love to having this woman who looking after them. Of course, look, could like cooking dinner, actually, doing washing, but that's what normally men expecting from women. And that's why I always say, don't think we are, they don't want to commit, but actually, maybe you just not that person what he was looking for. And maybe it's good what he don't want to commit, because sometimes then you just wasted your time with someone who is not your person. So thank you for your comment, and you done an amazing job yesterday for commenting for each other. So if you can really just say, if you just comment, did you unlock one idea in your mind? Well, actually, no, whatever I was thinking, maybe that's not true. Did you have a little changing in your mind? So if you say yes, just write it down plus and send a little heart or something, in the comments. Did you kind of understood what, maybe what I believed, maybe that was not that 100% true. Everything having the reason why we having these beliefs, because must be something in our life came in and show us that belief, and we started to believe it. So maybe just like, not maybe, but really it's a good to think, when did I start believing in that? After what life changes I started believe it. What happened in my life, what I started believing. Because actually in my life, when I was growing up, around me, kind of, we was living in the good area and all, but we seen many times what men would cheat on women, or if they actually have a if they have like kind of little bit of drinking, they starting kind of little bit being abusive to the woman. So I was thinking, if men will be coming and being not that nice, in the future. So I was a little bit worried, like if I will be giving, for the man too much of myself, he probably will be cheating on somebody. And I never I did not believe that I deserve to be cheated, but actually I seen in too many examples. So I wrote the question. Sorry, I need to open that. You wrote the questions, but haven't not answered them yet. Yeah, it's a questions kind of coming, but yes, we maybe, we will get the answers maybe time coming, in time wise. And sometimes the questions arising, and they do arising time by time, and it's natural for us to have a questions, but actually, do arising time by time, and it's natural. That's why I'm but actually, I want to just see, am I doing good? So what I wanted to say, when you have any questions, that's good. That's good, because that's mean they are being kind of answers yet, and then later I will look into it. Maybe I can answer for you that. Wonderful, thank you. So what I wanted to ask today for you, and many of you was writing yesterday, how long you are single. It's very needed to understand for ourselves, why am I single? And many times we don't want to ask that. What is this? I'm doing something messing today. But actually, sometimes we don't really, saying for ourselves, what is, like, how long I am in single person kind of, mood. Because actually, what's happening for us, we sometimes just living by natural life, and we don't really realizing time is going by, and we don't really noticing. When I really kind of starting looking, it's like 1 year, like one Christmas go by, one new year go by. I'm like, whoa, 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 and especially when my son, when he was 18, and he just said, Mommy, I will leave in you, I will be going to the kind of living to Dublin, because I am now free man, I am 18, so I will leave in you. That moment, I got so much like cold shower understanding what actually now I will be a single woman and a lonely woman, because my only child, he's leaving me now. And actually, he was saying for me then, after when I met my man, he said, Mommy, I'm actually very happy now, because I know you are with someone who will look after you. And that's so important, not only for ourselves, but actually for people who is surrounding us, for our families, for our kids, because they're feeling a lot more comfortable when they know what them parent, their mom is really in the happy relationship. And that what I was kind of noticed. But oh my God, I'm actually 2.5 years single. And was just on New Year's, and I'm like, oh, that's too long. Oh my God. I'm like, whoa, for me it was like 100 years, because I still wanted to have a baby, with my future partner. But I knew I'm not going to be just jump in and have a baby. I want to make sure he's the right person. So I need at least about 2 years to know more for him before I commit to have a baby. You can't just jump in. I think I can, maybe others can. But like, I understood what really time is ticking and really clicking, and the time is tick, tick, tick. And maybe it's time for me to do something about it. And really, I felt, time is going and I never will get that time back. But I wanted to make sure I'm not will be starting with someone, the wrong one, because I give it away my 6 years to the wrong person. He was 6 years. We was together. We will build the house. I thought that's it, Nope. After 6 years, I become single again, and I was like, raging what I wasted them 6 years, because what I know now, I would not start relationship with him if I would listen and looking into my knowledge, what I know now. Now, what I learned through all my teachings from my teachers, from my gurus, from all my courses, from retreats, like from all my seminars, what I learned, I created this new formula what actually worked so quick and so fast, but at the same time to how to make sure I'm with the right person, how to be with that person, and how to really live with that person and being happy, and how really treat each other. But the biggest point was for me to realize why I am not in relationship, what's happening, what I am not in relationship. So today I wanted to ask you, can you just really be honest, look at the mirror and say, why am I not in relationship? And I know many times we don't know, but what would you think? I was always thinking I am not in relationship because I don't have time really for them, like that was my biggest thinking. And of course, as I was saying for you yesterday, I was thinking what actually I don't really want to be in relationship, because I thought, I'm fed up with trying. Must be something not right, must be something not good. And I must be just not for love. I must be more for money making, for business making, but not for love. Do you was thinking like that? Like I'm not for love, or maybe I'm okay to be on my own. Did you ever think like that? Because time was going by and actually I was fed up with meeting one, no, the wrong one. The kissing one, oh no, the wrong one. 6 years giving to person, building house together, building like so much. I give it so much energy for build that house. That house is actually nearly built by all Lithuanian people, who had companies and businesses. They all actually, roof was done by Lithuanians, plastering was Lithuanians, half stuff was done my brother, and all my family was thinking, yay, thanks God, Asta done it. And then I broke up. They was like, what? It's like brain is not understanding, but my heart did. My heart felt in the wrong place completely, because I knew I'm not with that person forever. I just knew I will one day will be just breaking my heart more deeper. And I felt my child actually not was happy, no matter how big house it was. And my mom was saying always like, yeah, go, maybe you're going too fast and he can't catch you. But actually I was not like running fast, but I was just walking very slowly but surely, because I had no more power to be. And I said, you know what? Maybe love is just not for me. And that took me a little while to understand why I'm saying I'm okay to be on my own now. That's it. I'm okay, whatever. So I really noticed what I was not really saying I'm okay to be on my own, but actually I was afraid to try something new again, because I really did not know what to do. I really did not know what suits me. I really did not know where to go and look for them, because I tried dating sites. Did any of you try dating sites? Just say yes or plus, whatever you want to, just say yes or plus if you tried dating sites. I did. And I felt, oh my God, oh, it's nothing wrong with that. Like nothing wrong. And it's good, it's good for many people to sit and chat. But to find love, I actually would still probably sitting in there and chatting. Thank you. Yes, I am the same. I actually was trying the dating sites. And how did you find it? If you can just write it down, did you liked it or you didn't? Because I actually hated. I hated. I'm like, oh my God, I am. Thank you. I am like on this dating site and everybody looking at me and they was like, are you looking for money? Because you too gorgeous to be on this. It's like only leftovers on this page. I'm like, but you are here, so must be you thinking you are leftover as well. It's like, was weird. I was actually nearly not like taken seriously, but actually I was taking like, I'm looking for something there what is not there. And they actually was saying for me straight away, what are you looking in here? You should be having men, no problem. And I'm like, I know, I know. But I can attract any man, but I did not able attract the right man. That's why it's a trick. Like I well imagine when you walking the street, man looking at you. Like I well imagine, did you ever notice, do you catch someone looking at you and admiring you? Just say yes, because I bet you did. I bet you did. Like just Monday, yesterday, yeah? I don't know what is the day. Yeah, Monday, yesterday. I was going just with normal dress, like I thought it's all normal. I was getting compliments of men, of women. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Lovely. I love it, But at the same time, I kind of feeling like that. Men and women, like they compliment me and it's nice to be, but I can't attract the real man, my man. So why would you think, if you can just think, why would you think? Like I was saying, I was thinking because I have no time for them, really, because I was thinking, I believe there's no good man in there, but I kind of knew, I think I just don't have time for them. And I really, I'm nearly saying I'm okay to be on my own, So did you ever felt like, you know what, it's too hard job. Whatever, forget about it. It's not for me. Just say yes. If you say yes, I actually feeling, no, I'm okay on my own. If you say yes, plus. If say no, minus. And I actually, after 2.5 years, when my son came on my New Year's Eve and he said, I'm actually leaving you, I will be going to work in Dublin. I actually want to, go and work and try to live on my own and all that, be independent. I felt like, oh my God, no, I don't want to be on my own. I don't want to be lonely. Thank you. I don't want to sit in here on my own with this glass of champagne and at this fireplace and sitting in here and like, what's wrong with me? I was in tears. I was so disappointed of everything, of myself. Like, why? What's wrong with me? That's the first time I was starting questioning myself. Why I can't attract love. Not where they all wrong. No. Actually was something in me what I was attracting the wrong ones. Was something in me was attracting the wrong ones. And actually something there what I could not break that wall for them to come in my life. So when I kind of decide that, and that's actually so interesting. This is like, till now, I'm so like amazed. And I love universe. And I believe universe, like this is my like universe, God, highest powers, whatever we will call it. When I said that, when I cried like baby, like, oh my God, in the morning I wake up all swollen, all like in tears, I was really saying, why, I don't want this. No, I want to have my love man next to me. I fed up coming home, where's the cold house? I have to put in fireplace myself, all doing all by myself. I know my child is helping me, but when he is in school or he's in he can't be there every time, and I am the one who's kind of really looking after house and bills on my own and everything. I'm like, oh my God, I was so tired of being lonely and on my own. Like, and then I was starting I think that moment I got this message to the universe. That's it, no more. And when I just said this kind of, break that wall, but no, I deserve be loved. Nothing is wrong with me. I want my love. I want to have man next to me and spoiling me. I deserve to be spoiled. Don't you? How would you feel when man would bring you and spoil you, bringing you good things and, love and giving you kiss in the morning? How would that feel when you just give you a hug and you being with the man and he loves you for what you are without any makeup or messy hair at all? How is that feels? How would you feel? And I was starting feeling, no, I want. I don't know what I will have to do. I have to go and look for it. I don't know how, but I knew I need to do something different way than everybody else doing it, because whatever I was doing, it did not work. Dating sites, speed dating, I went. It was like funniest experience ever. I can write a book about that. Oh my God. And I was going on nightclubs. I was actually I was actually going on my Facebook group with single women joining single women and they going out. That's actually another part what I joined. Oh my God, I went in there and they all was looking at me like, what's wrong with me? Because again, I was too gorgeous for them. And actually I was starting coursing of my beauty. I'm like, oh my God, what's wrong? Nobody liked my beauty, because of course I am who I am. And they felt kind of nearly, uncomfortable next to me. And that's again, I'm in the wrong position. So today I wanted to ask you, why do you need man? Like, why would you need your partner? Let's dream. What would that change in your life? And please do comment how many times, but at least 3 times, at least 3 times. And then, like, commenting on other girls' comments. Yes, I do want to have my partner. Yes, I do want man. Why? Why do you need man? First, for me, I know you will laugh, but actually, first, what I really wanted to come home and somebody cooked the dinner. That was my biggest wish because, like I was saying, I was working long, not long hours, and when I come home, it's like too late to cook dinner. Like it's like 9 o'clock. And my son, he's amazing. He can do himself something, sandwich, whatever. And then, of course, I cook dinner once or twice a week. That's why we're so skinny. But really, like I done the dinner for tomorrow, or I make sure the lunch boxes is perfect and wonderful. But that would happen about 9, 10 o'clock in nighttime. So of course I would not eat it anything by that time because I'm big believer no food after 6. And I do believe it till now, like from long time ago, and it's working. Many times many people saying, how do you staying slim? Because I don't believe eating any later than 6 o'clock. So when I kind of started thinking, why do I need man? First, to love me and spoil me. Like I really fed up of being like this superwoman, this woman who have to do everything by themselves. So I really wanted to feel, like you go to restaurant, you buying yourself, you paying yourself. You go to holidays, you paying for your child and yourself. You pay, like it's all these little things, but actually for me was big things. So I really wanted to man to kind of say, go in restaurant and pay for me. It's normal. But I fed up being only every time pulling from my purse, and actually took it for me a little while to get used to it. And my man, he's a gentleman. He would always open the doors, gives me, flowers nearly every day. In my house is loads of flowers all the time because I love flowers and he loves flowers, and he won't spoil me for that, with that, with no reason. And then I love surprises when he just come home. I have a present for you. I'm like, what's that? And he would just bring me some, pencils, and it's like silly billy things, but actually they are cool and lovely, not like diamonds or something, because I don't want expensive things. I want just simple things. And like, it's just like my car broke down. I'm like, oh my God, now all on my head. And he just took over. He said, honey, don't worry. And I'm like, is that possible? I don't have to worry? Like, was new for me. I couldn't. I was like, what do you mean don't worry? Like, I have to go and do this. Like, no, I will do it. Like, what do you mean you will do it? This is my car. Like, I could not let him do it because I was like, took over, and I could not let somebody take over because I so got used to for years and years doing it everything myself. So what would be yours? One first minute, what you think. Why do you need a man? What would you like what he would do? Just let's write down in the comments how many you want. But for me, it was just to let me to be a woman. Like woman. And what is that woman means? Just to be like gentle and kind of really not the superwoman. Because I was a superwoman, and I am, but actually now my son grew up. He don't really need me, and then like my man looks after a lot of things. And actually he's now making me like nearly, I said, honey, you will make me because if we go somewhere, he just takes over. And in the beginning it was a little bit hard for me to let it go away, like, yeah, you do it. No, I'm being boss, and I'm still want to always get into it. Like, where are we going? Are you sure we're going right? And then I'm like, whoa, Asta, relax. This is what you wanted. And I just relaxed. and let him to do everything. And I'm like, this is amazing. I don't need to worry for 1 minute. I don't need to worry about things, He will look after all that. I'm like, oh my God, I love it. Why did I was keeping it for so long? Why I was doing for so long all this by myself? So write it down. Today's your homework. Why do you want to have man? That friend, that understanding person who will love you for what you are. And why do you need him? Yes, actually, bills for me was very big things for bills. Why do I have to pay for everything myself? Like before I was looking at women who's actually living from man money. And I could not, how is she done it? Like I could not be, I would not be able to kind of just say, yeah, honey, you pay for everything. I want to be a little bit involved. But actually, it's so nice. But actually, I could understand how they can do it. Yeah, just to be a woman. Exactly. Just to be a woman, and what is that woman? Like, woman is not supposed to be silly Billy, all that. But you have to be a little bit spoiled, be a little bit of princess. And actually, my man, and like I said, took me a little while till I got used to let him to spoil me. Because for beginning for me was a little bit like, what does he want? Why is he doing this? Like, is he want something? I could not I kind of have to tell for myself as the relax. He's just being a gentleman. And I actually worked with the girl who actually had a big problem with that as well. He would say, come on, let's go. I wanted to spoil you for dinner. And she would like, what does he want? And she would not go because we becoming this super women and we actually not letting for men to go and spoil us. And then, of course, if man one time was resisted, second time resisted, so third time he will say, oh, geez, you don't want that, And that's why it's so important just to relax and take it. So I really would love, but if you can post the picture on on the group and just write, like say, this is why I want to be treated like this. And if you can maybe just Google it or something like that, how would you like to see yourself? I really loved seeing myself in this wonderful spoiled girl kind of, but not spoiled like silly way, but like really, like I said, just be open the doors for me. Just look after my car if it breaks down, because this is not woman stuff. I don't like it. I don't want to. And actually, whatever time I was going to garage, I felt the garage man kind of looking at me and like nearly, so how will we pay? Like nearly like looking at me like, do you want to pay with a different, natural kind of currency? I'm like, what? He's starting kind of. I'm like, okay, that's weird. And that's why many garages, they love for women to raise the price because they don't know nothing, or to do like, oh yeah, we need another extra part. Oh yeah. And that's why before I would bring my some man friend in the garages, because I know how garage men would treat other women, the woman in the garage. Because being single is not always is just by yourself, but actually being single is not easy when you being like all these things kind of, to go buy car, to buy, to do any things like, where man normally supposed to understand only. And that's where I felt when I was going to garages, for something, they would just treat me like a blonde woman, like people say. No. I said, no. Show me. What is it? Why? Show me broken one. Show me, I was really bitch. But I knew because they tried a couple times to kind of use it and abuse it. So your homework today is to post in here how many comments you can. Why do you want men? And really feel, how would you feel? I love flowers. I actually was buying flowers for myself before. I would buy a big bouquet, one bouquet in little, and I separate them in little bouquets. And I put one little one in the bedroom, one in the bathroom, one in the kitchen. I just love them. And now I'm not told him, but now he brings me flowers nearly every day. And actually, like I actually have to buy a couple more vases because I had no more space to put the flowers. I never had so many. But so that's why, and so ask yourself, why do I need men? And comment, write it down in the comments. Why? I want what he helped me with the bills. Cool. I want what he spoiled me. Cool. I want to be treated as a woman. Boom. Write it down. Send this good messages to universe. But when you write it down, you actually locking and unblocking some message in here, some blocks. So yesterday we worked very much what you believing, but actually that's not true. You just believe it because something happened in your life and happened, but that's your past. Let's work on your future. So now, why is this? You need a man. And imagine, and maybe you can post some picture and say, this is what I want for me. What do you want for yourself? How would you like to see yourself? I have my picture where I am actually going in the cruise with my man. And we didn't go to the cruise, but we was in the boat. We was in this summer holiday in Spain, and we was in the boat, and actually picture exactly like I was dreaming. So no matter is it's cruise or it's a little boat, but we was in the boat. And then we went into Venice, and again we was many times in the boat, and I felt like this is what I sent my dream in. This is exactly what I was wanted. And what I love about my man, again, he's so good, but I don't need to carry on my bags nearly at all. I actually sometimes feel embarrassed. I just go like little fussy girl with a little handbag, and he is like with 5 luggages, and he will not, like we like nearly fight for that. I'm like, honey, somebody will shoot me. I look like spoiled bitch because I'm all with like with one little handbag, and he's like carrying all the luggages and everything, and he's like, don't you embarrass me. If I will go and you will be carrying one extra bag, I will be look like not a gentleman. For him, it's very important to treat me because he's a gentleman and he wants to be like that. So what you would feel, what you would want to have, see yourself. And if you can post a picture, that would be amazing. But please write it down at least 3 comments in this post, underneath this video. Why do you want the man in your life? Why? What you would like, what he would do. And comment on other girls. Yeah, you deserve it. Yeah, well done. Support each other, girls. That's why we are in here. We're supporting each other, uplifting, and going for our dream, for your dream, to get that amazing man in your life sooner than later. And I talk to you tomorrow. Well done. 2 days done. And tomorrow we will be saying, what is that man and where we can find him? And another day we will looking how we can attract him. And that's where all beauty goes in here. I talk to you tomorrow. Mwah.